Welcome to the Young Pumpkin Spice TV. Welcome back to another video. People, please remember at the end of this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, Young Pumpkin Spice TV. Please remember to tell a friend to come subscribe to the Young Pumpkin Spice TV. Yes, guys, it's kind of a weekend. It's Sunday, and earlier I was on my live. I was doing a course on my live. Well, I don't know what happened, but somehow the battery went dead and the live get cut, so I'm not sure. You know what? Excuse me, people. You see, it's coming on to bedtime right now. I think it's about after 8 or going after 9 now. Let me see. I don't know what exactly the time is, but I know I know 8 o'clock is gone. But either way, I'm still working. I still got work to do around the house. Today's it's even though it's my weekend off and I'm home and in my zone. I'm not in any hurry. I'm not in any rush. I don't have to go outside for anything. So yeah, I was trying to do that edifying videos about aging gracefully, and I try my best to play the audio so people could listen to some of the things that was being said. And for some reason the phone got cut off. I don't know what happened to the live, but it ended. And I want to say thank you to the new subscribers that come over and subscribe to the Young Pumpkin Spice TV. Heart of love, and I'm grateful for everyone. A lot of people come through and look at the video, but a lot of people didn't leave a like, and a lot of people didn't double tap, a lot of people didn't hit the thumbs up, but that's okay. If 6 people like out of the so many that come, it's just 6 more reason that the Young Pumpkin Spice is not gonna stop. That's 6 reasons that I'm gonna go on. And if I have 1 person watching and 1 person liking the video, that's just 1 more person that is listening to the Young Pumpkin Spice TV. Yes, your host Young Pumpkin. Whatever you see here is whatever you get. What you see is what you get. Yeah. So I hope the ones that were watching the video, that was watching the live stream, was enjoying some of what was being said on the live about aging gracefully. Yeah, I'm still in the course because that course is a 1 hour course, and it don't let you skip nothing. You have to listen to everything, and at the end of the course or during the course they give you, they test you and make sure that you're learning and make sure you understand, what the course is about. Well, I am someone that been learning about dementia care, so right now, I'm at, the last time I checked, I was at a level 5 dementia care. I got like certificate in doing the dementia care, specialist, thing. So I know a lot about dementia. I know how to work with those kind of people. And so if you have your loved one and you find that things are taking a turn for the worse, or if you find that your loved ones are forgetting things, forgetting simple as forgetting to go to the bathroom, simple thing as forgetting to eat, forgetting to take their medication, all you can do is just step in and try to help and be their eyes and their ears. You have to be their eyes and their ears right about now, and offer as many support as you can, because it's dementia. This dementia thing is kind of is real. And no matter how you take it, some people are in denial. They don't think that this could happen to them, but sometimes it happens. And when it does happen, people might go out and get lost, forget where they, and people with dementia still might still want to go driving. They still want to do the things that they used to do back in the day when they was in their rightful mind, you know. But nobody wants to lose their mind at this point. Everybody thinking that, you know, they're gonna function, they're gonna be functionable forever. But sometimes you have some really people that age, everybody aging different, everybody age differently. Some people age, some 69 or 70-year-old people, you know, lost their mind. They went into they went to dementia, and you know, and you have people that are 80 and 90 years old that are really up in their A game. They can do everything for themselves. They know what time it is. They know what's going on in their everyday life. You can't fool them. You can't disappoint them. You can't tell them. They know exactly what time it is. So there's no way you could tell them otherwise, because they are in the know, just like, you know, you in your 50s are in the know. Or if you are even the boss, they know of a facility. They know exactly what is happening. They know what they want to wear. They know what they want to eat. They got their choices, you know. In some case, you have to like offer choices to a person that is either just getting in dementia, or already in dementia, or, you know, already fully, you know, in the advanced stage, or the early stage, or the what they call the moderate stage. You have people that are really in those stages where they forget what color, you know, what they want to wear. So you might just give them two choices of a red and a blue, or a pink or black. But you don't spring too much on those people, you know. And we could just try and put ourselves in their position and see, if it was us, what would we want. So what would we want to do, others to do unto us. So there's a saying that says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So while you are able right now, so if you can assist somebody, if you can help somebody along the way, please to go ahead and do so, because if the table should turn, I'm sure you would have expect somebody to help you in that regards. Okay, so people, in there's a lot of things going on right now on the media, you know. I listen, it's on social media, everybody's seeing it from one thing to the next. Right now, the thing that is going on right now overseas is big now, is T.I.'s son in prison. He was a privileged, nice little boy. This cute little boy on social media growing up. He grew up in the eyes of everybody, and as he start to get older, you know, as a little boy, you know, he just come into a running. It's like his life take a whole different turn. He got brothers, and you could tell the brothers are not like, you know, did not go in that direction. They look humble. The other brothers, they look humble, and you know, but this young man, just his life spiral. I don't know if it's because he's privileged, but look, no, but there's a difference between going around making mischief and doing things, and a difference between a young man that is privileged and not bothering anybody, and people would have a grudge and try to, you know, some people just bad mind other people for the life that they're living, because that is never gonna go away. That's not going away, because you have people, grown woman who is grudgeful, bad mind, and envious of grown woman, let alone just a young little teenage boy. You know, that's his peers, because no grown woman or grown man not gonna be that. It's just like, it's his peers, the teenagers. They might, but at the same time, if he is in jail right now, he was convicted, he was sent to jail for 5 years, you know, 5 years. So that kind of devastated for everybody, and it's and to some people, they said that, you know, that's okay because what is he doing? I saw last night they were looking at when they pulled him over. They show from they pulled him over, and they saw this big rifle, this big, and I said to myself, what is a young man that is his father is rich, his mother is rich, the whole family is just rich and famous. Why would he want to walk around with that big gun? It's like, man, come on, you don't need all that. I mean, yes, everybody need protection and stuff, but you know, why would you want to walk around with some big old guns like that? You know, even though the guns might be legal and everything, but you don't really need that kind of life because nobody's bothering you. You know, you're a young man, you could go to any college of your choice. You could, you know, you drive some of the most expensive cars. You live in some of the most expensive, you know, house and stuff. And I'm sure Ti have all that, and Tiny have all that. So you are really privileged, and you have a life that most young man, your peers would can only dream of. So please, guys, I hope everybody's looking, and I hope everybody, all your peers are looking, and so parents who saw this, because I know everybody sees this, it's all over the news, it's all over the internet, that T.I.'s son got arrested, and they never make no mistake, they never make they never think twice to slap 5 years on him, you know. And then there's nothing that they could do about it. So whether if he's not guilty of whatever they said, or if it's just a setup, or if it's just envious, or what, for whatever reason it is, you know, sometimes I hope they do things in accordance with the law, and all that 5 years that they give him, I hope, you know, it was for the right reason, you know. So, you know, this is just a lesson to all of these young rich, especially African American kids. Once your parents got all that money and you have all that lifestyle, you got the flashy cars, the fancy cars, the woman and the caviars and everything, you know, I hope you take heed and know that, you know, you're not above the law. So if you're out there committing crimes and doing all sorts of nonsense because you think that your parents got money, or you got money and you can buy your way, and no, and you're not, and you're above the law, that's wrong. So, but I hope you don't do, you take any, all the young kids of King's age can learn a lesson from this. So whatever you're doing, if you feel like you're doing something wrong, just take heed, you know, because any card can play, it could be anybody. And of course, if it was another young man, they would have still slapped the 5 years on him, and it wouldn't be like nothing. So, you know, it's like what good for the goose is good for the gander. So King, if you know, it is so unfortunate that a young man going to jail for 5 years, and if you didn't do anything to deserve that 5 years and they give that to you, then, you know, I hope everybody I hope this can be resolved. And if you made a mistake, if you're just a young kid just growing up and trying to figure out life and figure out, you know, what you want to be or who you want to be, then, you know, the punishment would not affect the crime. But that doesn't give you the right to go around and mess with things. You could go around and flash all your lifestyle around. There's no law against you going around showing off your pretty cars and your flashy lifestyle. I hope that's not why they locked you up, because that wouldn't have been fair. Because you could go around and flash all the life you want, as long as you're not breaking any laws. I think you know you should be good. So people, I'm coming to the end of this video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As a reminder, when you subscribe, hit the post notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. All right, bye bye, people. And this broman thing is being taken to another level. We'll talk about that another time. So, you know, Broman, we're not giving no Broman any glory. We're not giving him any glory for unaliving those 3 people, you know. And, you know, the law just had to take its course. And, you know, my condolences goes out to the family of the deceased, you know. So I hope Jamaica can recover from this. I want to sound on my nose. I'm out.